Oh, hello there. You're watching the Anthony Chan Zero at night. So you know what that means. It's time for another look at another flashlight. Let's take a look at the flashlight we'll be looking at tonight. The flashlight we'll be looking at tonight is this, the Foursevens Quark Mark III QK16L in blue. Now, I wasn't on Candle Power forums at the time, but what I read was that the original Foursevens Quark was one of the flashlights that started the whole tactical light trend. This appears to be the latest edition. The largest change up, apart from this one coming in blue, is that this one uses a 16650 battery. From what I read, this one might have some changes from the original, but one thing hasn't changed. Its simplicity. Press a button, turns on, very clicky. You can change some of the output modes on it now. I kept the default one for now though. The switch sticks out from the battery a little bit, but if that's not your taste, my box came with some plastic cap that allows you to cover it so the flashlight can also tail stand. Some of you might have noticed this bag I'm carrying. It carries some flashlights. Now we're going to use those for comparison. These three will be our comparison flashlights for tonight. Now, admittedly, I don't have a lot of EDC size flashlights because I try to buy one and make them last for a couple of years. The first similar light we'll be testing is many tiers below. It's a Bushnell TRKR, a Bushnell TRKR T140L, a Maglite, a Maglite, mini Maglite, double AA, and this ThruNite Archer 1A V3. This one was actually a gift from a friend, actually. So we'll be testing these out. For testing purposes, we have this right here. This is a certified neutral gray white balance reference sheet intended for photographers, brought to you by WhiBal of Michael Tapes Design. We'll be testing myself, and of course we have some tree a little bit behind me. So let's go ahead and give it a test. Before we start the light testing, of course, we'll have to turn off the stage lights above me. They're actually not stage lights. It's actually if you watch my previous video, you probably already know by now, the Foursevens MX3F flood. That's one off. That's two off. If you hear airplanes, please don't mind them too much. I do live directly in the path of one of the largest international airports in the world. You probably heard this saying before, the best X is the one you have, the best flashlight's the one you have, and sometimes it just might be your iPhone 13. So here we go. We're going to test the iPhone 13. I don't know if you can see those trees. I'm looking at the camera there. I can't even see them at all. They're like what? This flashlight's like what? 120 lumens? I mean, you know, it's the one you have on you, right? I like how floody it is. That's a good thing. It's nice to have a floody light on you at all times. So the reason I have this gray here, we can take a look at the CRI on it. Now this is the iPhone. Let me go stand over here. So this is me. You know, you're taking pictures of yourself, and you know, if this is the best flashlight you have, it's not too bad, I guess. Okay, this is the iPhone 13. All right. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, time for the real fun. Okay, Bushnell light on the tree. Here we go. So this particular light, this doesn't have any high, medium, low or anything. The special flavor about this light, apart from the fact that I got it at Wal-Mart a long time ago, like maybe over like 8 years ago, is that you can actually change the colors. So look, it even does red too, and blue, which I guess is good if you're stumbling around the night. So the Bushnell, what, maybe around 100 lumens or so? There are the trees right there. There's not really much else to look at, actually. All right, now let's take a look at the gray reference card here. It's probably really washed out. I'm not too surprised. Okay, now let's try me. What we'll be doing is we'll be taking a look at how it handles my skin color. Obviously the camcorder has hardware limitations, so your exact performance may vary. Yeah, not too bad. And in case anyone's wondering, this is what red would look like. This is what blue would look like if you flash like this. Woo, okay, that's funny. Okay, enough of the Bushnell. Coming up next, mini Maglite, double AA. With the size of this head, in my opinion, this one has some good throw actually. There you go. This one was purchased at oh, turned off for a moment. This one was purchased at Home Depot. I think it was part of a pack. I think it was like $30 or something like that. You know, it came with they were both LED. It came with the 2D Maglite and the double AA. This one right here, mini. So 2 flashlights for like what, $25, $30? I forget. These are the Gen 1 LEDs though, so this mini Maglite probably clocks around like 167 lumen, I think. That's what the description said, so this one's pretty old actually. But you know, it's got good throw for its size actually. Like I can actually see pretty far now that my eyes have been adjusted to the nightlight. Alright, now let's take a look at color reference card here. Let me stand over here. That's what the gray looks like. Yeah, you can't see a thing. Maglite's special feature is that you can take the head off and it becomes a candle. So if I twist up like this, woo, like I'm standing in front, I'm actually holding it. It actually has, now it's become all the flood. So no throw, but all flood. So that's the Maglite special feature. All right, now let's take a look at me. Yeah, this light's not too bad otherwise. Okay, coming up next. This one I actually used for a long time. The ThruNite Archer. So this one a friend got me specifically. I asked for neutral white. Well, he surprised me with a gift. I think he asked me cool white or neutral white once, and I didn't see it coming. I'm not seeing the trees very well on the camera. This one has multiple power modes. I'm running this one AA, so not getting a lot of output out of it. Let's go ahead and try the gray reference card. I guess one plus is because it's not crazy bright. You can actually see the white balance card here. All right, now I'll stand in front of it. You might be able to get an idea of the skin tone of my skin tone. So I brought this one specifically because it's neutral white. I'm going to be comparing it with the Quark in just a little bit. So I want you to see what that high CRI is like. I'm going to put this one nearby. All right, here we go. Prometheus Lights X Foursevens Quark. I have to see what power mode this is on actually, because I'm running on, I think, option like 2 or 3. So I have medium, high, and then burst. So this is on medium. So I'm actually not running max. For tonight's purposes, I'm actually not trying to do like maximum lumen, because this place isn't exactly the best place to be doing lumen testing. So we're just actually here for color. So that's what the trees look like. All right. Yeah, not bad. Okay, on to the white balance card here. It's all washed out because it's a little bit dark. Oh well. Maybe if I go on the edge of If I go on the edge of the beam like this. Yeah, if I go on the edge of the beam like this, you get a better idea actually. But just in case, if you want to see what turbo is like, turbo is really easy. You just double click it at any point in time. If you need to get turbo, all you got to do is just double click. So this is, I believe this is turbo. Let me try that again. And then that's high. Okay, turbo. So that's what turbo is like in case you want to see lumens. It's pretty bright. But yeah, I'm not here for a turbo tonight actually. Okay, we'll be doing the me test next. Okay, so here we go. Here's me. I'm trying to make it so you can see some of my skin tone with the limitation of the camera here. Okay, so like I said, the two lights I want to compare, specifically the Quark and the ThruNite. Now I know what you're thinking, they're not even the same tier. How's that even fair? It's like, whoa, hold on. You know, both of these lights are good in their own ways. Except one's a little bit, you know, more CRI and lumens. Okay, I think I got this set up. So in this hand, this is the ThruNite. In this hand, this is the Quark. So I'm going to shine it on me, and I actually want to see the difference between the two. Both these lights are advertised as neutral white. So this one's neutral white. I believe the Quark is 4,000 Kelvin, which I don't have the math on the top of my head. I'm pretty sure that's neutral white or close to it. So I'd say both of these are probably pretty close to neutral white, but I want you to see the difference between the CRI. So I'm going to shine this on me. Okay, you see that? That's what I look like with that light. So now I'm going to use this one. Okay, watch this. What I read on the website is the difference in the CRI is how well it can reproduce the red color. Red color is pretty hard. So this is the Quark. I'm gonna change again. Okay, ThruNite. So even I can see from here with this one right here, my skin looks a little like bluer. I'm gonna switch again, and then here I'm red. See, watch that. See the difference? I'm gonna do both of them at the same time. Well, you can't really see that well. As you can see, I'm wearing gray. It's a great day for a gray night. Great gray night. But yeah, just looking at my shirt and my hoodie, you can see with the Quark it shows a little bit more red. See that? And then this one makes it look more like greenish, I guess. Okay, and the white balance card. This one will be tricky to do. So I'm going to stand here. This is the ThruNite, and this is the Quark. Actually, since I'm standing back here, I can actually bring it closer now. Okay, so what you're seeing here should be certified gray, brought to you by WhiBal. See, it says certified neutral at the top right there. Okay, so ThruNite. I'll get along the rim, so hopefully the camera can pick it up. Actually, I'll stand on this side. So this is the ThruNite. So look at the card itself, okay? And then the Quark. I don't know if you saw that, but if you look really closely, even though this camera has hardware limitations that don't let you see the color 100% like real life, this one should be just a little bit redder. Okay, so ThruNite. Quark. ThruNite. Quark. Did you see that red there? Yeah, it's hard to see, I know. Quark. ThruNite. Quark. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. So what I'm doing is instead of shining it dead on, I'm actually shining on the edge so it doesn't look washed out. ThruNite. Quark. I'll see if I can get both on at the same time. Too small for that. ThruNite. Quark. ThruNite. Quark. ThruNite. Quark. So you see the difference. Even though they're both neutral white, one of them's more neutral than the other. Okay, I'm gonna move this aside. I'll see if I can get you a good skin color test now. So I'll see if I can get you a skin color test now. I rolled up my sleeve here. So this is my arm. This is the ThruNite. So look at my arm here. Look at that skin color. I'll try to, you know what I'll do? I'll move the flashlight up and down. So that should overcome some of the washed outness. So, ThruNite. Okay, and then the Quark. Excuse me. This is the Quark, okay, and then back to the ThruNite. Yeah, you see the difference in the color? Let me hold my arm there again. Because obviously the skin's a little bit different underneath there. The skin color is different underneath there. ThruNite, okay, and then here's the Quark again. So if you see that one, there's a lot more red on that. Okay, and back to the ThruNite. I'll aim at the armpit there. You can see just about everything. And back to the Quark. So yeah, you see that big difference in red. This is what that 90 plus CRI is like. It's pretty sick. I don't know if I can do this. I'll try and get both of them on at the same time. So on the left, actually, you know what? I'll just stand in front of the camera. Okay, so once again, this one right here, ThruNite, okay, once again, I have the two lights. I'm not even going to tell you which light it is. If you look, you should be able to tell by now. But just in case you don't, I'll tell you at the very end. But just by looking, you should be able to tell which one is which. Let me stand back here. Okay, back to the dual wheel test. I'm going to shine these two lights. I'm not even going to tell you which one is which, because at this point you could probably tell which one. I'll switch hands. This will be your pop quiz for tonight. I know some of you already know the answer. Some of you haven't gotten the answer yet, but that's okay. I'm going to switch hands one last time. Okay, do you know which light is in which hand yet? Alright, here are the results. This one right here, this is the Quark. This one right here, this is the ThruNite. Yes. Much different CRI right there. Okay, two more things. First, the REV manufacturer recommends you should be recharging your batteries early and often. So let me give you an example. What you should be doing is, this flashlight in particular does not have a built-in USB port, so you can, just charge it in like that. The reason given, it's pretty agreeable. Those ports, they break. The circuit might break, it gets dusty, it gets contaminated. Like one day it's going to fail. And if you do that, you can't charge your battery anymore. It's just a weak point, it could affect waterproofing. So how do you charge your battery? Well, what you do, or what you should be doing, is you have your battery right here. You should be using something like this. The Foursevens Flex Charger. This one's really neat. It has these two caps right here. They're magnetic. I've read both sides are not like polarized or something, so it doesn't matter which way you flip the battery. You can do it either direction. So you put it on one side, you put it on the other, it's magnetized, and it'll charge just like that. It'll charge just like that once you take this USB port, you put it inside your computer or your portable power bank. However, instead of just telling you you should have a portable power bank so you can charge your batteries, I'm actually going to show you what it would look like. So this is a portable USB power bank, specifically RAVPower. This one's pretty old, fully charged. So what I do is, it's USB, you know, like if you pretend like you're charging your phone or whatever, you just put it in. Oh, it goes upside down. I always mess that up. Just put that in right there, line it up. You see this green light? It's hard to see. I'll bring it close. That green light means it's already fully charged. Before I came out here, I charged all the batteries for all the flashlights used in this video. So do this often. And one of my favorite parts is, within reason, when you pull it like this, it just snaps together perfectly. You see that? It just snaps together perfectly, just like that. It snaps itself. So that's something you should be doing often. Okay, secondly, the last thing I wanted to talk about, I just wanted to say, it's crazy how far flashlights have gotten. And technology in general. So everything I've shown in this video, this USB charger, the Foursevens flex charger, the Foursevens Quark in blue, this Bushnell light, Maglite Mini, and AA, and this ThruNite. All this stuff right here, all this stuff, you know, I brought this bag for dramatic effect, but all this stuff right here, it's so small, it's so tiny. It all fits. It's a little bit weird, but like all this stuff fits inside one pocket. Like, it's pretty crazy how far flashlight technology has gotten, when our predecessors, in order to get this lumen count, see, that's all in my pocket. Like, this bag's empty right here actually. It's pretty wild how we get all this flashlight power when our predecessors carried like giant Maglites. But I guess that's okay, because you probably didn't carry a Maglite because it was a bright light. You probably carried it so you can use it as a tent hammer or to play baseball. You know, since I have all these lights in my hand, I guess one last fun thing I can do is we can turn on all these lights at the same time, since we're already out here and this tape's been going on long enough. So, no particular order: Maglite, ThruNite. Oh no, that was the Quark. Okay, this is ThruNite, and then this is the Bushnell. So, well, look at me. I got 4 flashlights in my hand. Look at that. It's kind of hard holding all these between my fingers, but I got 4 flashlights. Look at that. I'm the 4 flashlight man. This is a lot of light. Maybe I'll shine them on myself. Oh, that's pretty bright. Being 4 flashlight man, it's not very easy when you have 4 lights on. We'll have some fun here. Anyways, I told you these 2 lights I had above me on earlier. I told you they were the MX3F, right? These lights are MX3F. One last fun thing to do. I'll turn them on max because that's what I did last time. It's kind of bright, but I'll do it anyway. Here we go. Hold on. And okay, that's turbo. Ooh, that's turbo. This is what... Okay, both of these lights are on turbo. It's pretty... Yeah, that's pretty bright. I'm pretty sure everyone can see me right now. Okay, I'll turn these off. Okay, thank you for watching this video on the Foursevens Quark. I have to look. The Foursevens Quark Mark III QK16L in blue. Thank you for watching, and remember, next time you're thinking about getting a Foursevens or Prometheus lights, dark sucks.